If you remember rightly, I'm the one who came to you, Rich. It was my wish to settle this matter man to man. You're the one who didn't want to discuss it.
Well, I do now.
Good. That pleases me.
Does it?
Naturally. I want this problem solved.
And you think I'm going to help you? Together we're going to convince Taylor to return to Morocco.
It's the only right thing to do, Rich. She is my wife.
Omar, I know what really happened in Casablanca.
I told you.
No, but you left out some very important details, though. You see, I thought that you were a very decent, honorable man. A gracious prince extending his invitation to Brooke and me. We're stranded in your country. And I was appreciative at the time. But after I talked to Taylor, I became aware of a very different side of you.
I'm sure you realize that at this moment, Taylor is very angry with me.
And she has every right to be after what you put her through.
What did she tell you about me?
Oh, she gave me an earful, all right. In fact, the story she told me was so incredible that I had trouble believing it at times. But you see, I know Taylor, and I know she wouldn't fabricate a story like that. I believe Taylor was telling me the truth. And that truth, Omar, is that you used her, you deceived her, and that is behavior that I will not accept from any man.
Well, I guess I should have expected this from you, Brooke. You can't resist a chance to taunt me, can you?
Taunt you? No. I have more respect for royalty than that.
Fine. Have it your way. I'm not listening.
Really? I thought the benevolent Princess Layla listened to everybody. Aristocrats and peasants alike.
I don't have to take this.
What are you going to do? Have the palace guards escort me out, Princess?
I'm not a princess.
But you're married to a prince, aren't you? You know, I really have to congratulate you on that. He's quite a catch. But why did you keep it a secret for so long?
I don't owe you an explanation.
Well, I don't expect one. It's all very clear. You monarchs are all the same. You think you have the right to do whatever you want. Well, I have to inform you. It's not really that way around here.
You know what? You really don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, that's right. You were brainwashed. Prince Omar held you captive. Was that before or after you went gallivanting around Europe for your honeymoon?
That's enough. This is between Ridge and me.
Wrong. This is between your husband and you. Ridge is out of the picture. So am I.
Well, if that were true, I don't know what you're doing here then.
Well, I just thought that I'd come say goodbye before you return to your country.
I'm not going anywhere.
I think your husband will insist.
Let's get one thing straight, Brooke. Ridge is my husband.
Hey, you two, keep looking for that report. I know it's around here somewhere. I just saw it.
Maybe Dylan has it.
No, Dylan hasn't been in all day.
We interrupt this broadcast for an action news update. A spokesman for the LAPD has just issued a statement concerning yesterday's county jailbreak.
Oh, darling, turn the
One of
radio off. It's
prisoners
getting on my
involved in the
nerves.
escape has been confirmed as Thorne Forrester.
Oh, my
According
God,
to
Sally,
prison
listen to
officials, inmates Thorne Forrester and Donald Slasher escaped with the assistance of an unidentified suspect driving a laundry truck. Slasher is a convicted felon. Forrester was awaiting trial in the Ivana Vanderveld murder case. Both escapees are considered extremely dangerous.
Sally, I need
The police have mobilized
Quiet,
a
quiet, Dylan.
statewide
Listen to
manhunt
this.
for Forrester and Slasher. They assure the public that the criminals will be apprehended and punished to the full extent of the law.
You want me to admit that I killed Ivana?
You did. Don't even try to deny it.
You can't barge in here and make those kind of accusations, Thorne. I told Macy you lost it, but this is absurd.
I'm not the one who lost it, Anthony. You did. Your obsession with Macy went way too far. You thought that you could get rid of Ivana and set me up. It's not gonna happen.
Get a grip on yourself, Thorne. You're acting totally crazy.
I know about the purple stationery in your file cabinet. I'm not playing games, Anthony. You admit the truth to me, or so help me God,
Yo, what?
I'm gonna make sure you never get a chance to tell your story to a jury.
Is that a threat?
No, Anthony. That's a guarantee.
There's no reason for all this hostility, Rich. I came as a friend.
My friend? I don't even know who you are.
What have I done to you, Rich? It was Taylor who kept the truth from you.
Really? You know, it's funny you haven't mentioned coercing her into marrying you, Omar. What, have you forgotten about all the brainwashing and the torture?
Torture? Let me assure you, my friend, I never harmed Taylor.
You kept her locked in a room. You forced her to watch Brooke and me as man and wife. Isn't that true?
Of course it is. But know this, Rich. Everything I did for love.
Oh, what the hell do you know about love? How could you be so cruel? You stripped her of all of her hope, all of her will and her pride.
Never at any moment was it my intention to hurt Taylor. There was just no other way to make her see that you had left her behind. She had to see it with her own eyes. I gave her a chance to decide for herself.
Oh my God, did you guys hear that?
I heard it, but I still can't believe it.
It's got to be a mistake.
Oh, Thorne would never do anything like that.
Yes, he would.
Why? Thorne is innocent. There is no reason for him to break out of prison.
He's not even gone to trial yet.
He couldn't wait.
What are you talking about, Dylan? What do you know about this?
I saw him. He came by my room last night to borrow money, clothes, and my car.
You helped him to escape?
I couldn't turn him in.
Dylan! Dylan, do you have any idea where Thorne is hiding? You've got to get to him. You've got to convince him to turn himself in, or he'll be in worse trouble than he is already.
Yeah, Dylan, you could be an accessory.
Hey, I've been with the police all morning.
Well, what were you telling them?
Well, I had to tell them everything I knew, but they didn't believe most of it.
All right, now I want you to tell me everything you know. I want to know exactly what the hell's going on here.
Thorne went to Mexico.
Ooh, to avoid his trial, then.
To see Macy.
Why? Why would Thorne jeopardize his whole future to pay Macy a visit in Mexico?
You think she's in danger, Sally?
No, she's okay. She's with Anthony.
That's just it. Thorne is convinced that Anthony killed Ivana. He went down there to make sure the same thing doesn't happen to Macy. You are acting really weird, man. What the hell happened to you in prison?
I came to my senses.
You are completely delusional. I can't believe they released you in this condition.
You just tell me where the hell Macy is.
Wait a minute. No bail, and you're dressed in these rags? They didn't let you out, did they? My God, you escaped. My God, you escaped from jail? I don't believe it.
Yeah, I escaped. To protect Macy.
If Macy needs any protection, it's from you, Thorne. You're totally out of control.
Yeah, you just tell me where the hell she is. We'll see who she's afraid of.
And there's not a chance of that happening. I'm not gonna let you see her like this.
Don't you mess with me, Anthony. You've got no idea who you're dealing with here.
You're right, Thorne. I don't. All I know is my fiancée is dead, and for all I know, you killed her. And here you are accusing me after all I've done for you.
You framed me!
Oh, stop it. Just stop it.
I will stop it. I'm gonna put an end to this right now.
What are you gonna do?
I'm taking Macy home.
You're an escaped convict. You're not gonna make it across the border.
I am not leaving here without her.
What if she doesn't go with you?
She's gonna go with me, Anthony. When I tell her what you've done, trust me.
She won't believe you. You have no proof. Everyone thinks you did it, even Macy.
No.
Yes. Yes, she's beginning to doubt you, Thorne. And if you confront her like this, you're just going to confirm her suspicions. Innocent men don't break out of jail. If you had nothing to hide, why did you run away? You have made another major mistake. You don't have a chance of getting off. You're almost making this too easy for me.
What did you just say?
You heard me. There's no reason to keep it a secret any longer. I have succeeded. You played right into my hands. My plan worked out perfectly.
You know, I hate to say this, but I really don't care what you think. Ridge is my husband.
According to whom?
According to the state of California, Your Highness, a marriage license is legally binding until that contract is broken.
Do I need to remind you that Ridge has a marriage license with my name on it, too?
Yes, but you see, you also have a death certificate with your name on it. That really doesn't leave you a leg to stand on, does it?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Then you wouldn't have anything to worry about.
I already have nothing to worry about. You're going back to Morocco soon. There's nothing left here for you. And after you told Ridge everything, he really wants nothing to do with you. So I hope you had a pleasant stay here in America, Princess Layla. Have a safe flight home.
I wiped that stupid grin off her face. Where is my dad's phone book? Yes, Greg Danforth, please. No, I'm not a client at the moment. He's a friend of my father's. I need a good attorney. Yes, it's no problem. I will hold.
Don't you dare try to rationalize this. You didn't give Taylor a choice.
She decided to stay with me because I showed her she had no life left in Los Angeles.
And you used Brooke and me to do that. What the hell gave you the right to manipulate us?
It was all for Taylor. I gave her my life, my love, my entire kingdom. Now, you may not agree with my methods, but surely you can see it was all for the best.
Best for whom?
Best for everyone, Ridge. For you, for Brooke, for me, but especially for Taylor.
You're admitting it. I was right.
Congratulations, Sherlock.
You actually did it. You murdered Ivana.
And I'm gonna get away with it, too.
How? How could you do it, Anthony? How could you murder the woman that you loved?
I never loved that dingbat model. The proposal was part of my plan.
You had this thing going for months. You had this thing all figured out, didn't you?
No, not exactly, Thorne. I started plotting my revenge the day after you proposed to Macy. The day you humiliated me in front of the entire country. I didn't know how I'd do it, but I knew I couldn't let you have her. She was mine, Thorne, until you got in the way.
And what about Ivana? Did she get in the way?
She was just unlucky. But who knows? Maybe she'd still be alive if you weren't so anxious to prove that she wrote those letters. It was so obvious that you were coming unglued, so I used that to my advantage. I worked you into a frenzy and I waited. And when you broke into Ivana's apartment, that was my opportunity. And until that moment, I didn't know when I was going to kill her. So, in a way, you're responsible for her death.
You belong in a jail. You belong in an asylum.
It's fair play, Thorne. You tricked me out of everything I ever wanted. Macy, Spectra, the good life, well, I am taking it all back. You're finally gonna know what it's like to have everything you ever wanted, everything you ever cherished, ripped out of your heart. My fiancé, my family, my entire life. So when that jury finds you guilty, you remember this. You asked for it. You made too many mistakes, my friend. You ran away from a crime you didn't commit. And you're going to jail. And I'm walking away a free man with Macy at my side and a fashion house under my belt. And there's not a thing you can do to change that.
El periódico, señor. Gracias, José. Ay, Dios. Hola. La policía.
Wait, you think you're the hero of this story? Give me a break.
I may be no hero, Ridge, but if you want someone to blame for what has happened, perhaps you should begin by looking at yourself. After all, you did remarry within months of Taylor's presumed death. At first, I thought you must be an extremely superficial person to do that. But then, when I saw you together with Brooke, I understood. Your heart belonged to your new bride. Taylor could have no future with you.
That wasn't your decision to make, Omar.
All the same, you know I'm right. You and Brooke share a passion that is rare and beautiful. It's the kind of passion that I dreamed of sharing with Taylor. I am no monster, Ridge. I'm a man, like you, devoted to the woman I love, and determined to give her the life she deserves.
It's a life she doesn't want.
Right now, she is confused. But there was a time when she was very happy in Morocco.
I don't believe that for a moment.
Then just ask yourself, why did she remain with me for so long?
Because you were playing mind games with her and she's afraid of you.
Afraid of the man who saved her life? No, Ridge. She was grateful to me.
Oh, I see you've bought into that delusion, haven't you?
If you think Taylor didn't love me, you are wrong. We had wonderful nights together. Glorious nights where we dined and danced on the veranda overlooking the city. She brought an elegance and grace to the palace and filled my heart with the utmost joy. My people were uplifted by her spirit. And when we married, there was rejoicing in the streets, the likes of which hadn't been seen for decades. All because of this one woman. I suppose it was much like the joy that Brooke brought into your life. Now, was I wrong in going to the extent that I did to make her my wife? No. That is something I will never regret, because I did it out of love. And in a strange way, believe it or not, Ridge, I also did it for you.
For me?
Without me, you would not be married to Brooke. Without me, you would not be in this lovely new home of yours, or with your perfect family. This is where you belong, Ridge. There is such a thing in this world as destiny. You have found yours here, with Brooke and the children. So live a long and happy life, Ridge, and enjoy what you've been blessed with.
Oh, it's that easy, is it?
It can be, if you allow it to be. Unless you plan to leave Brooke for Taylor. Is that what you wish? No. I didn't think so. Goodbye, Ridge. Give my best to your wife, and I will give your regards to mine.
Stay away from her, Omar.
I beg your pardon?
I said, stay away from Taylor. She needs time to think about all this.
She can do that in Morocco.
No. Now you get this straight. Until she makes up her own mind, I don't want you to touch her. I don't want you to talk to her. I don't want you to even go near her. Or so help me, I'll come after you. And I will come after you.